Today is the live stream of the Game Awards, the show where Jeff Keighley gets all of his industry buddies together and they all circle jerk and praise all the games on Sony and Microsoft platforms and leave Nintendo to rot in the Best Family Game Award. So we are going to be taking a look at the show and doing some jokes and shit posting over it when that starts. But before that, we're gonna go over the nominees. So I should point out, I do not keep up with contemporary gaming. I don't care. I do own a Switch, but I don't. I wouldn't consider myself somebody who's on the pulse of like what's hot in gaming. Nintendo is not what's hot. Nintendo is just an old standby. Because all of the games that get millions of players, like your FIFAs and your Call of Duties and your Maddens and stupid shit like that, those do not release on Nintendo hardware. Though that's purely Sony and Microsoft. So that's basically what... Oh, and PC. I don't really have a top-of-the-line gaming PC, so I don't keep up with like the latest and greatest, like Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3. I don't own those games. They probably won't run on my computer unless I severely kneecap them. So, yeah. But I don't really keep up with gaming, so a lot of these games are probably unknown to me. I don't know a whole lot about this stuff. I just know that the Game Awards is one big circle jerk waiting to be made fun of, and that's why we're here. So, with that said, I would like to quickly shift gears and head on over to the dumb jaded idiot layout and take a look at the nominees for the Game Awards. Alright, so let's start it up. Look what we got here. Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Art Direction, Score and Music, Audio Design, Best Performance, Innovation and Accessibility. There's your Diversity Award. No, Games for Impact is your Diversity Award. So we also got a lot of this: Best Adaptation, Best Multiplayer, Best Sims, Best Fighting, Best RPG. And then we get down here to Content Creator of the Year, and then the 5 esports categories that they're just gonna dump all in like they give out these awards at some point in the show, all in the course of like 2 minutes. They just like rattle them off. So let's take a look first at Game of the Year. The nominees are... What are the nominees? What the fuck happened? The site broken? Hang on, let me turn off ad block. Oh. Getting a 500 server error. Something's fucked up at the Game Awards. That's why it's not loading the nominees. Jeff, your website sucks. Thank you, Gay for Aliens. Draco for Content Creator of the Year. They're never gonna nominate some blue collar, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, small streamer. They're gonna nominate fucking Gerard, the completionist, who ran off with like $600,000 worth of charity money. Okay, thank you. Hey, hang on. Flux to the rescue. Flux to the rescue. Flux has given me the complete list. Let me just get this link into my Evernote so I can get it over to my main computer. Okay, so Game of the Year. Check this out. Game of the Year: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, the Resident Evil 4 remake. The game came out 20 years ago. Oh, and take a look at this. For Game of the Year, we got Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Tears of the Kingdom on the list. So a full third of the nominations are actually Nintendo games. I didn't think Nintendo would get any billing for Game of the Year. I thought no one would give a shit. So it's interesting that Mario Wonder and Tears of the Kingdom are on there. I don't think either one's gonna win because Nintendo is for casual gamers. The real winner here, as Gay for Aliens called it, is going to be Baldur's Gate 3, aka the game where you can fuck the bear. So that's a really progressive thing, normalizing bestiality. That's the reason why Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win, because the Coomers are going to vote for the bear fucking game, and well, maybe Resident Evil 4, maybe nostalgia glasses will reign supreme, and RE4, the remake, will get all the votes. I doubt it because it's a remake, but I think it is funny that a remake of a game that came out on the fucking GameCube is eligible for Game of the Year. I don't know much about Spider-Man 2. I just know it's a sequel to the game that came out a couple years ago, and for the PS4, and it's apparently a really big game, and whatever. And Alan Wake 2 took them long enough. The first Alan Wake came out on the Xbox 360, so that doesn't seem like a very strong contender if the next game in the series took 15 years to come out. So, you know, unless it was in development for a decade and a half, I don't know. Spider-Man 2 was pretty good. I've heard good things about Spider-Man, Geek Boy. Out of the games on this list, I've only played Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So, that's the only one I can vouch for. Is Super Mario Bros. Wonder better than the likes of Baldur's Gate 3 and RE4? I don't know. But it would be nice in this stupid, miserable award show if Nintendo won Game of the Year for just once. Just once. But doubt it will. Alright. Best Game Direction is literally the same fucking games, except Resident Evil 4 didn't qualify for this list. It's the same list as Game of the Year. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Mario Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom. It's the same fucking games. We're gonna see that a lot in these categories. It's gonna be like repeats over the same shit. So I don't know how do they determine best game direction? Is this best game development studio who cracked the whip on their employees and forced them to work 70-hour weeks and sleep under their desk to get a fucking product shipped? That's the best game direction? Like, what does this even fucking mean? It's not like a movie director where like they call the different shots and the framing and the staging and tell the actors what to do. You can tell there's certain distinct styles with movie directors. With game directors, it's just a bunch of people crunching numbers in Unity in a fucking office complex. There's no drive there. There's no inspiration. There's no vision. It's just work. These people are making a fucking product to be consumed. How is there a thing for best game direction? I don't fucking get it. Anyways, best adaptation. So this is a non-video game thing that is like a movie or a book or whatever based on a video game. And we have Castlevania Nocturne, which is the Netflix series, Gran Turismo, which is the movie based on that, The Last of Us on HBO, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I'm surprised. I think this one made it in because there's not enough things, so they had to pad out the list. But the Twisted Metal TV series on Peacock also got a nod here. I don't think Twisted Metal is going to win. I think it's interesting that it showed up on the list because I heard good things about it, but Twisted Metal didn't change the world, right? I'm sure people watched it. I'm sure people liked it, but like, no one talked about it. No one was fawning over it. Like the fucking Last of Us on HBO. That horse shit. So, this is a tricky one. I don't think Castlevania and Gran Turismo, I don't think they're notable enough. They didn't make enough of a wave to get the award here. Flux talking about Twisted Metal. I didn't even know it existed. Yeah, it's an all right series. I watched the first episode because it was free for everyone. They made it free because they wanted you to subscribe to Peacock to watch the rest of it. It was like a limited time thing when the series first went up. They were trying to make it a big deal. So I watched the first episode and I liked it, but it didn't make me shell out the money to pay for Peacock. Does anyone know Peacock exists? I think Peacock is where the Super Mario Brothers movie is streaming. So I feel like some people know about Peacock. I mean, I knew about it. I don't pay to use it. I pay Hulu because they have a decent. I pay for Hulu because they have a decent anime selection, and I don't pay for Crunchyroll because I'm fucking stupid. The Mario movie's on Netflix now? It must have been a limited time exclusive thing for Peacock. Because I remember Peacock, they made a big deal about being the place to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie. But if it's on Netflix now, I guess it was a limited exclusivity thing. The Last of Us was a pretty major deal. There were a lot of people that were talking about The Last of Us. But the Super Mario Brothers movie is like the highest grossing video game movie of all time. It had like the highest opening box office weekend for something. It set a new record there. The Super Mario Brothers movie did very well. So if there's anything that could beat The Last of Us, it'd be the movie. So if I had to pick between those two, I think they might give Nintendo the nod here, just because the movie was such a big smash hit and a really big turning point for Nintendo. Because 30 years ago they made a Super Mario Brothers movie and it fucking blew. The movie was 30 years ago. The movie was so bad that Nintendo didn't dare make another movie for 3 fucking decades. It was that bad. It's like the time Coca-Cola made New Coke, and then everyone's like, we want regular Coke again. And then when Coca-Cola brought it back, they called it Coca-Cola Classic, and they did that for like 35 years. They just now changed it to Coca-Cola Original Taste. So they're still kind of doing it. But they brought it back as Coca-Cola Classic because people hated New Coke that much, and they kept it up for decades. That's what happened to Nintendo when they got burned so badly with making a Mario movie. We could have had a Metroid movie, we could have had a Zelda movie, we could have had, I don't know, maybe a fucking Pikmin animated movie for kids or something. We could have had all kinds of Nintendo movies this whole time. But the Mario movie was so bad that they never made another movie again. And with the success of the Super Mario Brothers movie, we're just now getting word that they're making a Legend of Zelda movie. So Nintendo is finally like, okay, we knocked it out of the park this time. Maybe we can make some money making these movies. Let's do it. All right, let's get a nice hot femboy to play Link, and we'll knock the second one out of the park. Next one, best narrative. So we've got Alan Wake and Baldur's Gate again. Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, Phantom Liberty. I was like, didn't that game come out like 5 years ago? Then we got Final Fantasy 16 and Spider-Man 2 again. I don't know. Is Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty? Is that like a DLC? Is that like an expansion set for the base game, or does it already make a second game? Okay, Spider-Man 2 kind of blew. It didn't have a good story. Yeah, story-wise, yeah, okay. So it was a good game, it just didn't have a very good story. Well, what do you expect? It's just superhero cape shit, so it's not going to have an engaging story. It's probably going to have good gameplay, because it's a superhero game, but not much else. Okay, Flux says Phantom Liberty was DLC. So must be pretty substantial DLC if the entire DLC pack is considered for an award. I haven't played any of these games, so I wouldn't know. But it wouldn't surprise me if they give it to Baldur's Gate 3, because again, you can have fully penetrative sex with a bear in that game. Best art direction: Alan Wake 2. Oh, Hi-Fi Rush. No, that's not the games the Hondo was playing. He was playing something else. Lies of P, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom again. So Nintendo's popping back up, and this is interesting because Nintendo's popping up quite a few times, being nominated for stuff here. So they're really getting some mileage out of Mario Wonder and Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know anything about Lies of P. I've heard people talk about it, but I don't know anything about that game. Geek Boy, can Street Fighter 6 win for most rage caused to DSP? Wouldn't that be some shit if that was an actual category? Best DSP rage quit. What if DSP was nominated for Content of the Year? Content Creator of the Year. You know, he's not nominated for Content Creator of the Year. He's nominated for Content Creator of the Year. There's a difference there. He's the only person in the category. This one, I don't know. You know, Mario Wonder had a really unique art style that I really liked, but is it really better than, like, Hi-Fi Rush? I don't know. Alan Wake 2, it's not just, like, dark and moody. Like, there's no art there. It's just fucking spooky. Whatever. It's like a gloomy game, so who fucking knows? Tears of the Kingdom is an alright game. It's not something that immediately pops to mind when I think of, like, art. And, I mean, it has a distinct look to it, but it doesn't scream like artistic to me the way that Mario Wonder did. So I don't know. Nintendo could win this one too. It's a crapshoot. Best score and music. We got Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, and Tears of the Kingdom again. So me, having not played any of these games, even Tears of the Kingdom, I do own the console that Tears of the Kingdom released on, but it launched at $70 instead of $60, and I was like, nope, because for $70 I can buy like 5 or 6 lesser priced games for my collection and for the stream. So I'm never gonna buy Tears of the Kingdom at $70. It's never gonna happen. I mean, I know I can get a used copy for like $55 on eBay, but still, I'm not compelled to get it. I never played Breath of the Wild. And again, best audio design. Alan Wake. What's the difference between score and music and audio design? Alan Wake 2, Dead Space. Is there a Dead Space remake? There has to be, because that game came out a long time ago. Hi-Fi Rush again, Spider-Man 2, and RE4. So, again, since I haven't played any of these games, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. This could be one that Alan Wake wins, if it's suitably spooky. Also, there was a Dead Space remake. So many remakes now. That again, I buy remakes occasionally. I buy remastered. I was thinking about buying the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection for Switch, but if you think Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom for $70 new was a steep price, the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster launched for $100. Best performance. Okay. Here we go. Ben Starr from Final Fantasy 16. Cameron Monaghan from Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Idris Elba from Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Melanie LeBird from Alan Wake 2. Neil Newbin from Baldur's Gate 3. Neil plays the role of the bear. And Yuri Lowenthal for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. I guess this is like people that do motion capture and narration voiceover for characters in the game. But the only actor on this list I know is Idris because he played Knuckles in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. He he also played the genie in the movie 3,000 Years of Longing, which was like some artsy, shitty movie that came. It wasn't shitty. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It was playing at the Alamo Drafthouse, and I had a ticket to see a movie for free at the Drafthouse, and there was nothing there I wanted to see. But when I looked up what the movies were about, 3,000 Years of Longing seemed interesting, at least, but I wasn't floored by it. It was an alright movie. It just wasn't my cup of tea. So that's the only person I know on this list, and I don't know how good of a role he plays in Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Here we go. Innovation and accessibility. Now, I don't know what they're going to go over this during the Game Awards. I don't know what these games did to be accessible. We got Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6. So I would imagine the accessibility inclusion for Street Fighter 6 is so that people who suck at fighting games can still play it and have a good time. Same with Mortal Kombat 1. They simplify the fatalities. Just stand next to somebody and press X, and you'll rip their skull out with their spine still attached and do a fucking jump rope trick with it. And anyone can enjoy it. It's for all levels of play. I don't know. They don't say what any of these games did to be accessible, so I don't know. Is the site still down? Yeah, the site's still down. Good job, Jeff. Games for impact. So here's your fucking diversity hire game. A Space for the Unbound, Chance of Senar, Goodbye Volcano High. Oh, fuck that game. Stupid fucking game. Play Snout Game, whatever it's called. It's much better. Chaya, Tchia, Chaya, is that how it's pronounced? Terra Nil, and Venba. I don't... The only game on this list I know is Goodbye Volcano High, and that's only because of how the developers got so butt mad that a group of trolls from 4chan got together and made a much better and much more compelling game in Snoot Game, released it for free, while Goodbye Volcano High is like $15 on Steam, and the narrative is total bullshit or whatever. Best ongoing game. Best ongoing game. Apex Legends, Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. A lot of people play Genshin. A lot of people play Genshin Impact. A lot of lewd fan art of the characters from Genshin Impact. Chat's like Gen shit. I actually know most of the games on this list. Never really played them, but you know, Fortnite is still a really big deal. They're still getting deals and new content for Fortnite, so that's a big deal. I feel like Final Fantasy doesn't have enough to stand on to win this award. Apex Legends, I know, Apex Legends was a big deal. I don't think it's as big of a deal as Fortnite and Genshin, though. Cyberpunk is just a game that gets DLC and stuff like that. I don't even know why it's on this list, because these other games are different than that. Genshin could win. You guys are talking shit on Genshin Impact, but it could very well win, because I know I know people that play Genshin Impact. Like, I'm so far removed from all this shit, but there's still people in my immediate social circle who I know who play Genshin Impact. So I'm not familiar with it, but it still hits pretty close to home. Nobody I know plays Fortnite or Apex or whatever, so whatever. And I don't hang out with 12-year-olds, so of course nobody I know plays Fortnite. So whatever. But I think Genshin might win. Maybe. I don't know. Best community support. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy, and No Man's Sky. Fucking No Man's Sky, really? That game detonated on the launch pad like 8 years ago. That game fucking bombed because it launched and people were like, this isn't what we expected. What the fuck is this? What is this shit? You said we could do so much more in this game. You can't do fuck all in this. This is bullshit. The developer made good on their promises. They went back and updated No Man's Sky, but I don't know why it's here for community support, unless there's like a modding scene for it. My vote for best community support goes to the troll who made, I think it's a Baldur's Gate 3 mod, that replaces a same-sex relationship with a heterosexual relationship in the game. A mod that was so controversial, it was delisted from Nexus mods by the administrators because it wasn't inclusive enough. It didn't promote inclusivity. So they got pissed off over a troll mod. Yet, I'm 99% certain if you go on Nexus mods and go in the Skyrim section, what was the mod called? This is like a decade old, but we joked about it a long time ago on the stream. If you look up real mares, you can download a mod in Skyrim where the only thing it does is add realistic genitalia to the horses in the game. It makes them all female, but it adds realistic genitalia to the horses, and that's not a troll mod. That's a fetish mod, but that is completely allowed because it, like Baldur's Gate, it's promoting bestiality, and that is being inclusive to our LGBTQZ friends. Okay. Best independent game: Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, Viewfinder. The only game on here I know is Dave the Diver, and my only knowledge of that game is a friend I watch on Twitch. He was streaming it, and the game turned out to, like, after like the halfway point, it shifts gears and becomes like something else entirely, and he hated it. So that game drops off at the midway point. I don't know much about these other games. I really don't, unfortunately. So this category is tied in with best debut indie game because Cocoon, Dredge, Venba, and Viewfinder appear here, but also Pizza Tower. This fucking shitpost of a game, Pizza Tower, appears on best debut indie game. I kind of want Pizza Tower to win. Pizza Tower is not going to win, though, because it doesn't take itself seriously. Not Fangermon. Flux says only true indie game here. Damn straight. Damn straight. All right, it's 6:05, so let's hurry up a bit. This website's still down. All right. Best mobile game: Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Honkai Star Rail, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Monster Hunter Now, Terra Nil. So apparently Terra Nil is a mobile game. We saw that a couple categories ago. So that's a mobile game. So it's automatic shit. WWE Superstar. Wait. That'd be DSP's vote. DSP is contacted for his thoughts on the Game Awards, and for best mobile game, he makes a 6th spot and writes in WWE Superstars or whatever. This little fucking wrestling gacha game he spends thousands of the fucking dollars on. How does somebody do that? How does somebody spend thousands of dollars on a fucking mobile game? That's how they get you. Who cares? It's a mobile game. It's not even a real game. Fuck it. It's stupid. I got pissed off. I downloaded Bust a Move Journey, the Bubble Bobble game with the little dinosaurs. I downloaded that game. I redeemed $3 in Google Play Store credit, meaning the game is $2.99. You have to pay to download it, but I had credit on my account, so I downloaded the game for free, but the game still has microtransactions in it. That's fucking shitty. I paid to download the game, and now you're trying to fleece more money out of me, Taito? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Best VR AR game. Gran Turismo 7, Humanity, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Resident Evil Village, and Synapse. Resident Evil Village? That came out... Well, no, this is the VR version. Hey, Gator Aliens, welcome back. This is the VR version of Resident Evil Village. So, Flux is like, none of these. None. They all suck. Fuck them all. I don't know why Gran Turismo needs to be VR. It's like you're really sitting in the car. It's like you're really there. You can look down and see your hands on the wheel or whatever. But you're not... That'd be such a dysphoric moment to look down and see your character in-game gripping a steering wheel, but you're holding a couple of fucking light guns in your hand or whatever. That wouldn't match. There'd be a disconnect between me and what I see. It's weird. You know, one time I put on a VR headset. It wasn't really VR, but it looked like one, and it had the screen, and the camera was attached to a little flying drone. And so what I did was I flew the drone behind me. So I was looking at myself in third person, like a GTA game. I was looking into the goggles and could see myself in the third person, and I tried to walk into my friend's house, and I ran straight into the front door. I barely made it up the stairs without falling, but I couldn't see where the door was, so I ran into the door. That's my best VR experience, okay? Here we go. Okay, best action game. Armored Core 6, Fires of the Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2. Okay, we got some new games on the list here. Dead Island 2. Did they remake Dead Island 2? Or was that game in development hell? Because Dead Island 1 came out on the 360. And there was like Escape from Dead Island Riptide. But was Dead Island 2, was that a remake, or was it in development hell? Because that just seems, I mean, it's not going to win. The game is shit, but it's not going to win. Gator Aliens thinks, it was in development hell? Okay. Makes sense. I saw a video about Dead Island a while back that talked about the problems the series went through. Gator Aliens thinks Armored Core might win. Armored Core is I haven't played Armored Core 6, but when I was going to college, one of my friends played Armored Core 4 all the time, and it seemed pretty good. So if Armored Core 6 is more of the same, I could see it being a solid candidate. Really could. It is from Software, Gator Aliens. Yeah, you're right. So make some good shit. Best Action Adventure Game. Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, RE4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, here's where Nintendo might get an award. Because Tears of the Kingdom is an extremely expansive, open-ended game. And there's a lot to do. And you can build stuff. And it might win. Alan Wake 2, I don't see it winning. Spider-Man 2 might also win, because that is also a really expansive open game. Resident Evil 4, it's a good remake, but it's still a remake. I don't think it's going to win, and I don't play Star Wars games. So, I don't know. Star Wars sucks. Best RPG. Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and there's Starfield appearing here. I'm surprised Starfield isn't eligible for, like, Game of the Year. Really am. It's hard to say who's going to win. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to sweep this category because letting you have sex with the bear is so progressive that it really emphasizes being able to play a role in a role-playing game if the role you wanted to play is that of a bear fucker. So, you know, it's just Baldur's Gate's gonna sweep. Best fighting game. Oh, here we go. God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, Street Fighter 6. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 is published by Game Mill Entertainment. Do you want to know another game that Game Mill Entertainment published? Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. These guys should be ineligible for ever receiving an award for anything. Best fighting game. I don't really play fighting games, but Gay for Alien says he wants the Nickelodeon game to win because it'd be funny. It wouldn't be funny. It's not going to win. I mean, do you really think SpongeBob and Hey Arnold slapping each other around is going to beat fucking Mortal Kombat 1? Really? I've played Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter 6, and they're both amazing games. They're both amazing games, and I don't see... I know Nickelodeon's the meme candidate here, but I don't see it winning. It's going to come down to Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. That's what it's going to be. Hey, Fluffy, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. We're just talking about the Game Awards. We're going over the nominees before the show starts. Is the website up? No. Here we go. Best Family Game. Disney Illusion, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Mario Wonder. I can see Mario winning this category. This is usually the category that Nintendo gets delegated to. Like, this is where they get their wink and nod saying, you're part of gaming too, Nintendo. We appreciate you. Here's an award. So Nintendo usually wins this category. And two of the 5 games here are Nintendo games. It's not going to be Pikmin. And Disney, whatever Disney's making is total horseshit. Sonic Superstars is a good game. It's a good game, but comparing it to Super Mario Brothers Wonder, there's no way. There's no way Superstars beats Wonder. They launched a week apart. I played both of them, and I like them both, but I can see Wonder winning this category. Yeah, you guys are... I agree with you guys. Wonder takes this one easily. Best Sim and Strategy Game. Advance Wars Reboot Camp is eligible? City Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage, and Pikmin 4. So, wow, Nintendo's got a lot of representation here. We're seeing a lot more Nintendo this year, which is interesting. Usually it's all PS5 and Xbox shit. So I'm surprised we're getting so much representation from Nintendo here. It's really unlike the Game Awards to put Nintendo up in so many categories. Advance Wars, we gotta recognize it sometime. Yeah, I like Advance Wars. Advance Wars, it's a remake though, so I don't know if it being a remake sullies it any, but I feel like it's not as impressive of an achievement as something like a Pikmin 4 or a Fire Emblem Engage. That said, I heard Fire Emblem is not... This Engage is not a very strong title in the Fire Emblem series. I think it's that one. Maybe it was Three Houses. I can't remember. There's so many Fire Emblem games, I don't keep up. The only game that got delayed because of Russia and Ukraine. That's true. That is true. I went to the local video game store. I paid for my copy of Advance Wars Reboot Camp in full. Pre-ordered it back when it was supposed to launch originally. And then Russia invaded Ukraine, and Nintendo delayed the launch of the game because they felt it wouldn't be appropriate to sell a game about war when there's an actual war going on. Motherfucker, there's always a war going on somewhere on the planet, Nintendo! Grow some balls! Flux is giving me the Tonka Joe pointing at his watch emote. Let's go a little bit faster here. Best sports and racing. EA Sports FC 24. That's a football game. F1 23. Forza Motorsport. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. The Crew Motorfest. I want Hot Wheels to win. It's not going to win because it's a fucking Hot Wheels game going up against fucking... well, it used to be called FIFA, but they don't call it FIFA anymore because they lost the license or whatever. Now it's just called FC 24. Football Club 24. I agree. Sports and racing should be separate. They should, but I don't think there's enough for each category to stand on its own. Sports and racing, they combined it because who fucking cares? They're not going to have anybody on stage to accept this award. This is going to be an award that they read out in the middle of something during a hosting segment, and Jeff Keighley's going to glaze right over it. No one's going to go on stage and give a speech for this award. It's not going to happen. Best multiplayer presented by Discord. Wow, the shittiest chat system imaginable. Best multiplayer: Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Mario Wonder again. I really think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win best multiplayer because you can connect online. You can connect online on Steam, and one person can be the bear, and the other person can be the human, and you can multiplay. You can fuck. You can fuck the bear in Baldur's Gate 3. So, yeah, Party Animals might get it if not for Baldur's Gate sweeping. I don't know if Baldur's Gate 3 has particularly strong multiplayer. I don't think it does. Beating a dead horse now. Well, that's the joke, Flux. The bear sex meme was a dead horse before the stream even started. Geek Boy, can I get a mod that makes the bear Yogi Bear? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Alright. Most anticipated game: Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, Tekken 8. I gotta say, I don't know anything about these games. I mean, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the Final Fantasy remake. Looking at these games, I don't know how big of a deal Tekken is. I know there are consumers who are excited for Star Wars, but fuck Star Wars. Like a Dragon, formerly called the Yakuza series, I know that series, they took a chance. Sega took a chance and released it stateside, and it blew up. So they're like, oh shit, people like this game. So they started making the series. I know it's a big deal. I don't know if it's really anticipated. I feel like nothing compares to the Final Fantasy VII remake, because Final Fantasy VII was such a big fucking deal when that game came out in the 90s. It was such a big deal, and it's always been such a big part of gaming history that a contemporary remake of Final Fantasy VII has been hailed as one of the most anticipated games of all time. So I can see the Final Fantasy VII winning. Game for Aliens, like a dragon, touched for the very first time. Like a dragon, when your heart beats next to mine. Alright, here we go. Content Creator of the Year: Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Quackity, Spreen, Cypher PK. Fuck, I don't know. Who are these people? Who are these literally who's? Like, what do these people do? Make Minecraft fucking playthroughs? I don't fucking know. Who cares? No, Scott the Woz robbed. Yeah, where's the people who make like actual decent, fun gaming content? Scott the Woz has never been nominated for this category. These are all fucking people that play stupid stupid fucking shitty games on YouTube, and they got fake personalities, and they've all got Discord channels where they groom children. Like, fuck all these people. Who fucking cares? Literally, who fucking cares? So we're at the esports categories, where, here we go. Best esports game: Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, and Valorant. PUBG Mobile. What a bunch of bullshit that is. These are the games that got nominated last year. It's the same shit. It's the best esports game. Who fucking cares? Also, they're not sports. You can't call them esports. Just like motorsports are not sports. You cannot call the drivers of Monster Jam monster trucks athletes, and yet they do. They're not athletic. Some pudgy guy in his 40s who drives Snakebite is not an athlete. Okay, he's definitely a cool person, but he's not an athlete. The guy who trains daily for months on end to do the 100-meter dash for the Olympics, that guy is an athlete. He's athletic. He's running. He's using his body. The guy in the truck is just sitting there driving a truck. It's not the... Can't believe classic Tetris didn't get hunted for esports. Oh my god, gay for aliens. What about water sports? Water sports, not a sport. You're just peeing on someone. Look at this. Best esports athlete. Fuck this. Faker, Zwoo, Demon One, Hydra, Ruler, and Imperial Howl. Oh, hang on. Are we starting? Okay, we got 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Alright. So, who are these people? Who cares? Literally, who cares? You're not going to see these people on a box of Wheaties. Never. You might see them on a can of Game Fuel, but not on the Wheaties. Because you know why? They're not really athletes. They're not real athletes. Wheaties are the breakfast of champions. These guys, not champions. The best esports team: Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Gaiman Gladiators, JD Gaming, and Team Vitality. What happened to FaZe Clan and Optic or whatever? Are they not a thing anymore? Those guys not a thing anymore? Just skip the esports, no one cares. Well, we have to at least acknowledge these people, because I'm sure these people have made significant achievements in the field, in their fields of expertise. Like, if you want to see someone even more worthless than an esports athlete, check out an esports coach. Look at these fucking jokers. We got Potter, Zonic, Gunba, XTQZ, and Hom. What does an esports coach even do? Does he walk around? Does he have all the people playing games on like a LAN setup right here, and he just walks around with a whistle, blowing it, saying, "Take some laps, boys! You missed that shot, that's a lap! Run some laps, boys! Good hustle! Good hustle!" How do you coach an esports league? You think I need a coach? Imagine if I was playing a game, that's like a backseat gamer. If I was playing like GoldenEye multiplayer and I'm playing Rocket Launch with somebody, I don't want some dickhead next to me saying, "Okay, good, he's right around the corner. He might be hiding inside the invisible wall. You gotta jump out and get him." Who fucking shut the fuck up? Let me play the game. I know where he is. I know where he could be. I'm an esports athlete. I know about this shit. Anyways, then we got best esports event, the 2023 League of Legends World Championship, Blast.tv Paris Major 2023, EVO 2023, the International Dota 2 Championships 2023, or Valorant Champions 2023. Who cares? They're all different games. It doesn't matter. Literally, it doesn't matter. This is all. No one. These 5 awards are gonna be. Oh, hang on. I guess we're starting. Website's still down. Thanks for checking out this video by Gatorbox. To see more videos like it, please subscribe to the channel. You can also support this project financially at patreon.com/Gatorbox. You can also follow us at twitch.tv/Gatorbox to catch us live every Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Time for our main show. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.